Hello everybody, this is H.A. Duke. I'm sure a lot of you probably already know who I am. I used to run three different CAW leagues. Four. Dang, I've run a lot. Anyways, I started out with RCW, merged with OFW to become HCW. HCW then became HCW 2.0. Then HCW went out and did a small stint as a co-owner with Daniel for OFW. Well, I decided to come back and start a whole new CAW league from scratch. There's going to be a few veterans in it that you've seen in RCW, HCW, and OFW in the past, as well as a lot of new people. The name of the league, of course, as you see on your screen, is NEW, which stands for National Extreme Wrestling. Starting off, we're going to have 4 championship titles. It's going to be the new World Championship, the new United States Championship, the new Hardcore Championship, and the new Tag Team Championships. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do a women's division. I may. It's kind of in the air. Right now I'm running a 36-man roster. My roster is full. However, I will hold auditions for people to submit calls to the league. Eventually, probably sometime after the summer, because I'm imagine a lot of the calls I have right now will probably be phased out to bring in new people. I'm working on my CPV right now. It's NEW Breaking Grounds. I'm hoping to have that done in the next couple of days so I can have it released by Friday. My show is called NEW Turbulence. That's our regular occurring show. More than likely, I'm going to say every 2 weeks is probably when that show will be released. If all goes well, I plan on trying to do 3 episodes of Turbulence followed by a CPV. At least that's the plan for now. I had originally launched NEW about a month and a half ago and had problems with my capture device. I have since bought 2 new capture devices as well as a new microphone, hoping that I'll be able to keep things going the way I want. For now, of course, it's on SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 for the 360. I cannot say if I will move to WWE 12 when WWE 12 comes out. It's in the air. There's a good possibility, but chances are I may just stay with SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 for the simple fact and the headache of having to go and recreate calls and move sets and entrances, and it's a big headache. So unless WWE 12 really comes out with some impressive stuff out of the box, chances are this league will remain on SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. As far as anything about me, people that already know me pretty much know everything about me. I've had some problems with a few people. I hope that all that's been kind of covered up and forgotten. I know there's people out there that don't like me. That's fine. That's your own opinion, your own views of me. I'm not going to hold anything against you. I'm just looking to start over from scratch. So I ask everyone to please give this league a chance. If you like it, that's great, wonderful. Subscribe, comment, rate my videos, whatever. If you don't like it, that's fine as well. I'm not going to, try and force anybody to watch my show or to like my show. If you don't like it, that's fine. All I ask is that you please keep any hate comments to yourself. And if you've got a negative comment as far as something, maybe that particular angle didn't make sense or that particular storyline's not going right or whatever, that's fine. But don't try to start a big, bashing party against me. I'm trying to stay away from all the drama. I just want to get back to the way I was when I first started doing call, and it was for fun, and I didn't care about any of the politics that went into it. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm trying to do now. That's the whole purpose of Original Call Shack, which was started by Daniel Barber and I believe Rated RK, I think is his name. And that's what we're trying to do. We're just looking to have fun. Let's see if there's anything else here that I need to really discuss. I believe that's pretty much it. Kind of covers all the bases. One thing that's pretty interesting that I just realized last night, June the 18th, which I believe is this coming Saturday, is going to mark the 3-year anniversary since I started working in call. That was the day that I did the first ever episode of RCW Rampage. So, starting on my 3rd year now in call. So it's definitely a lot to look back on and think about, all the things that has gone on and all the things that I've accomplished and in the past, and a lot of it I have to give 100% credit to Daniel Barber for, because without him, a lot of the stuff I did probably never would have happened. But with National Extreme Wrestling fixing to launch, like I said, it's starting, a whole new league. Of course, there's going to be a few wrestlers that are in this league that you've seen before, but everybody's going to be started with a new slate. It's going to be an opportunity for calls that may have been looked upon as jobbers and low carders in the past to propel ourselves into main event status or upper card status. That's the whole purpose of this first CPV that I'm doing, which is called NEW Breaking Grounds. Basically what that's going to be is 6 matches, preliminary qualifying matches. They're all 6-man elimination matches. And they're done at random. I'm not going to reveal anyone who's on the roster right now. That'll all be revealed at the CPV. The winners of those 6 matches move on to the main event, which is an elimination chamber match. And, of course, the winner of that match will become the first ever NEW World Champion. So that way it kind of gives an opportunity for all the people on my roster to be seen. It's like a roster reveal within the CPV. And it gives an opportunity for everyone to see exactly who is who. Pick your favorites. Pick the guys you don't like. Give me some feedback. Give me some suggestions. Jump in there and help me out, where you can or whatever. And let's just see how, this league will go. Also, at that CPV, there's going to be a 30-man Royal Rumble for the 30 guys that don't make it to the Elimination Chamber. Then the winner of that Royal Rumble match will be the first #1 contender. And they'll face whoever the world champion is at my second CPV, which is yet to be named. But if all goes well, I'm hoping to have this CPV released Thursday or Friday of this week. And the first episode of Turbulence will probably be released around the 1st of July. And I'm going to try to do, every 2 weeks after that. The summer months are going to be a little bit difficult because my kids are home from school, so it's kind of like working around the kids, whatnot. So there may be episodes that are not commentated or not commentated fully. And hopefully, whenever school starts back up in late August, early September, if the league takes off and I get a good fan base and is successful and I continue doing it, I'll be able to get back into the full-fledged commentating and get some really awesome, storylines and stuff going. Now, what I've done in the past with RCW, the original RCW, and when HCW first launched, I've kind of read what fans said in comments and on forums and stuff to kind of derive ideas for storylines, and that's been pretty successful for me in the past. There's been a couple of instances where it kind of slapped me in the face, but for the most part, that's kind of helped me out. So I invite people to comment, on the channel, comment on the videos, and give me some suggestions on things that you might like to see in NEW. And I guess that's about all I've got to say. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off now, and I appreciate you watching the video. I appreciate anyone who subscribes now, and hopefully this will be a great league that you guys will enjoy. It, of course, is an original CAW League, all original calls. No WWE, TNA, Shakira, Ring of Honor, none of that in here. It's all original. And after the first CPV is over and first few episodes of Turbulence are out of the way, I'll probably go ahead and have a NXT-style tournament thing, whatever, to bring a couple of new calls in. And I'm going to go ahead and let it go with that. So appreciate you watching the video. This is H.A. Duke signing out. Thank you.